say if you go all the way back to the beginning of robotics, it was a very kinematics approach. So you would do a bunch of math, and the math would yield a control model, and then that would be how you would control your robot arm. Then there's a lot more heuristics controls that have developed, say, over the last 10, 20 years when you think about autonomous mobile robots or other technologies, including modern cobots. The next step for the industry is to say, well, is that all there is? Or is there some other way of interacting from a programming standpoint? And something that we've seen, like everybody else here in the last year, is the rise of LLMs and generative AI. And some of the very early work that we've done with that, the date's only back to about May this year, which is when Pras Valagapudi, our VP of Innovation, started playing with this, was asking the question, can an LLM or a generative AI actually basically write code that runs on the robot? And that's a little bit of a different question than other research groups. There was a Google paper that a lot of people are familiar with that came out of DeepMind about a month ago, where they actually had the LLM directly controlling the robot. And so that's, just to be clear, not what we're doing. So there is some interesting technical differences there. What we're doing is asking the LLM, or in this case, GPT 3.5, to write code, which then uses the same developer API that our robot already has. So we're using it a little bit differently, but the fact that it worked is really amazing. So we're really looking about this as a tool that reinforces the existing ability of applications engineers, whether they're inside Agility or whether they're our customers, to basically utilize auto code gen to get a lot of the grunt work done. You can describe a task maybe in human language, have that convert automatically to the underlying control scheme for the robots, and that's kind of how we're very suddenly here seeing the near term and long term future of coding for robots.